It was supposed to be just another regular hunting weekend, but ever since that night, I haven't been able to sleep in peace. Man, there's something on that ranch that no one should ever see. If I could go back in time, I would have never climbed that tower. It all started on a remote ranch in rural Texas, about an hour outside Abilene. Me and two friends, Rick and Travis, had been invited by Rick's uncle, the owner of the place, to spend a few days hunting wild boars. They kept showing up and tearing through the crops. On the first night, we set up camp near the creek, lit a fire, and sat around, drinking beer and chatting. The sky was clear, full of stars, and the only light besides the fire was from our portable flashlight. Everything felt peaceful, until we heard that scream. It was a chilling, high-pitched sound, almost human, but not quite. It seemed to come from deep inside the woods, on the far side of the field. We froze. Rick even dropped his beer. His uncle, who was with us, said it was probably an injured coyote, but you could tell by his face he didn't believe that for a second. Even so, he asked us to check it out. Travis and I grabbed the flashlights and walked around the perimeter of the camp for about 15 minutes. We didn't find anything, no animal, no sound, just silence, and that dark, creepy forest. The next day, I woke up before everyone else. It was still dark out. I decided to climb up to the hunting tower alone, a tall wooden structure with a panoramic view of the field. I took my rifle and the night scope. I wanted to catch a lone boar at sunrise. From up there, I scanned the surroundings. Slowly, the sun started to light up the fields. Everything looked calm until I spotted a figure at the edge of the crops. A man, walking really slowly, like he was lost. He was wearing something dark, but I couldn't make out much more than that. I used the night scope to try and get a better look. That's when he stopped, like he somehow knew I was watching him. He turned his face straight toward me. I couldn't see his features, but his eyes, they looked like they were glowing, like an animal's. I froze. Suddenly, he let out the same scream we'd heard the night before. The same one, exactly the same. It paralyzed me. My finger was on the trigger, but I hesitated. Then he started walking again, slowly, toward me. That's when I pulled the trigger. 3 shots. The first one near his feet. The other 2 straight to the chest. But he didn't fall. He didn't run. He just vanished into the field, like he'd dissolved into thin air. I ran down from the tower and went to the spot. There were no marks on the ground, no tracks, no blood, nothing. I went back to the ranch terrified. Told the guys what I saw, but they thought I was just hallucinating from lack of sleep. Only Rick's uncle stayed quiet, with a weird look on his face. He didn't say anything right then, just told us not to go to that side of the field anymore. That night, I slept on the couch in the living room, with my gun beside me. I kept waking up every 30 minutes, drenched in sweat. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that faceless man. Those glowing eyes in the dark. It felt like he was still out there, waiting for me. The next morning, Rick's uncle came up to me while I was having coffee. He said that years ago, one of the ranch workers disappeared in that part of the field. They never found the body, just his ripped-up backpack and some footprints that suddenly stopped in the middle of the crops. He also said some of the old folks around the area believed the land was cursed. They say that decades ago, a crazy man used to live out there by himself, and he vanished during the storm. After that, people started reporting strange things. We headed back to town that afternoon, and I've never gone back to that ranch since. To this day, I don't know if what I saw was a ghost, a hallucination, or something that just shouldn't exist. But not a single month has gone by without at least one nightmare about that scream. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, thinking I heard it again, way off in the distance. I go out to the porch, look around, and there's nothing, just the wind. But deep down, I feel like something's watching me. You can laugh, say it was just an animal or that I was tired. But if you're ever alone on a ranch out in the countryside, and you hear a scream that sounds more human than it should, don't go check it out. Just get inside, lock the doors, and pray it didn't notice you.